This is the James Gray Clubman Award. Now this is given to a volunteer every year that goes above and beyond. And now you guys as a first team will know him, supporters will know him. I'm not allowed to say too much because I wasn't around too much this year, so unfortunately I have to pass on to Gary here, but this guy has done so much for you as a first team that I've got to say is unbelievable. I've seen it, I've seen the information, everything else, so I'll pass on to Gary because obviously you've been around.
Okay, so for me, I think this award is massively justified. As Matt's just said, every member of the first team will know exactly what this fella puts in every single week. So for me, and from everybody else, the award for this year, for the Jim Gray Award for the Clubman of the Year, is Lee Allen.
Well, you'll be pleased to know that's all you're going to hear from the chairman.
Right, thank you guys. Player goes to the one and only clean sheet master, Ashley SAINS! One more time for Ashley SAINS!
Winners! Winners! Winners!
Thank you guys!
Okay, the next one's for the top goal scorer. Wonder who that could be. There's only one Warren Fuller. My player of the year. What a tough decision this is. I mean, how can you pick a player out of that group we've got? 17 or 18 players. You tell me how you can pick somebody. Every single player has been unbelievable. You don't know what goes on. Well, you do, but I'll tell you a little bit more behind the scenes, you know. The ways these people train, the way they commit themselves to this football club is the reason we've got this success. Every single week, hardly a missed training session. Every single player, the contribution they've made, substitutes coming on and scoring and winning goals. And I'll tell you something else, right? There's been situations this season as a manager which are not great. You know, you've got 18 players and you've got to pick 16. Or maybe you've got 17 and you've got to leave somebody out. And I'll give you an example. Michael Hagan. Well, Michael Hagan, Mike, you're not player of the year. You're not manager's player. Right, yeah. I'm just giving you an example, Mike. Yeah. Back on the bench. Come on. Yeah. I want to use Mike as an example. This has happened a few times. Okay? There was a game, can't recall the game, it was an away game. We had to leave somebody out, me and Marcel, deliberated over it, got to leave somebody out of the squad. We got 17 players. So I decided it was going to be Mike. So I pulled him over and said, Mike, I've got some disappointing news for you. You're not in today, son. That's a hard one to take for a great player that he is. Do you know what he said to me? He said to me, Gaffer, it's not about me, it's about the team. That's why we're here today, because that is the characters, that's the players that we have involved with this football club. I've never been involved with a squad of players who have got that mentality, the strength and mentality to get over their own disappointment for the sake of the squad and the team. Okay, so as a player, manager's player of the season, it's very difficult. Okay, because I can give you loads of examples like that. Okay, but what I've done is I've thought about it over 3 seasons, because we lost 2 seasons for COVID, and we've had this season. So I've done it over 3 years. Okay, and another player is my player, and that player has played a couple of 100 games in the Ryman League, came to us, sat upstairs with me and said, I want to play for Sheffield United. I said, okay. I said, but, you're 32, 33, you might not play as many games as what you want to. And he said to me, it doesn't matter, I'm happy, I'm going to prove my worth at this football club. Now, that player also, I had a situation, I had to call him into my office and say, you're not in today. Can you imagine saying that to a player who's played 300 games in a Ryman, and he stepped down to play for us, but he takes it on the chin and gets on with it, and then breaks into the side a few games later, and has been an ever-present in that team, contributing week in, week out, with some fantastic performances. It's RENFORD TENYUE.
Wait, this is a bit high for me. Well, what, you want a song? Alright, what song? Alright. Yeah. I'll sing my song last time, innit? Girl, close your eyes, let the rhythm get into you. Don't try to fight it, there ain't nothing that you can do. Relax your mind, lay back and groove with mine. You gotta, and we can ride the boogie. Yo, everyone, no, oh, I wanna rock with you. All night. Dance you in the sunlight. I wanna rock with you. All night. We're gonna rock the night away. That's why Ren plays football, not singing. He's not a singer.